my name's Ryan Johnson, and I'm here. I'm going to be talking about the gameplay tutorial for Thermopylae Online. This tutorial is going to be covering the basic gameplay concepts for the game, how to get into a game, signed up to a game, and play. When you first open your software, you'll be looking at a screen, as you see on the screen right now. This is the index page for the website and for the game application. Obviously, you will have needed to have created an account first and foremost. Once you've done that, well, we'll go ahead and actually I'll take you to the account creation page. We can take a look at that first. As I scroll down a little bit, create account, click on the link. Creating an account is a very simple process. There's just a number of fields here that you'd have to fill out. First name, last name, gender, age, country, pick a username, an email, and a password, and hit submit. Once you've created an account, you will get an email verification that your account's been created, but once it has been created, you should be good to log in at any time. So you go ahead and log in. Type in your username and password. Hit submit. Then that will take you to your My Games page, or your My Thermopylae Online page. Now this page has got a number of links. For gameplay, what's most important is the stuff over here on the left. You'll have a link to your mail account settings, your email settings, your profile for the forums, to jump straight into the chat room for Thermopylae Online and chat with the other players, and your player ranking page. Stuff over here on the right is just some interesting stuff. Tells you a bit about Thermopylae if you want to read more about the game. Link to the enhanced membership page, link to the tutorials page, so on and so forth. You got things like 1483 Online, another game that Guild of Blades supports in its Empires of History Online network, and another free game. So if you want to click on there and play that too, that's great. And these are just links to some of the game products that we sell, both in print and PDF. And then if you're already subscribed to games, you'll scroll on down the page to see the games that you're subscribed to. When you want to actually join a new game, you go up here to Game Search. Click Game Search. Page comes up. Now joining a game is super simple. If you have a basic membership, which most players will have, you're just going to come here and input a bid amount. Now what this bid amount is it represents the number of units. If you play the Greek forces, the number of units that you believe you can kill within the Persian army. So if I'm playing the Greeks, maybe I say I can destroy 60 units of the Persian army out of the 110 they have. Now it's important to remember the Greek army only consists of about 30-some units. However, they do have defensive positioning, and the Spartan units among the Greeks are superior units to what the Persians have, so you have a few advantages. The mountains are your biggest advantage. So you can definitely usually kill more than your numbers, unless you're just, well, frankly, an inept player, and that happens too. But whatever the case is, you're going to put a bid in. Now, then you're going to come down here. So say I'm going to put a bid in of just 45. I think that's a low bid, but every player's has the right to put in whatever bid they want. Then you're going to pick your game speed. And say game speed, you got game speed 1, 3, 5, and 7. Now what game speed is the maximum amount of time a player has to put a turn in. So if I put in a turn within the next 15 minutes, that turn is going to update and process right away. The second I'm done putting my turn in, I can go back to my 1483 page, log into the game page, and see the results of that turn. After my turn in and it is updated, my opponent is then available to put in his next turn anytime thereafter. The game speed represents the maximum amount of time in days that a player has to get their next turn in before they default. So if you want to get into a game that's going to be fast-paced, and one where another player is committing to a fairly fast-paced, you'd want a 1 or 3 game speed. If you want to be able to have a lot more time between turns, very busy schedule, you or your opponent, you can pick a slower game speed of 5 or 7. Now, all that means is that you or your opponent may wait up to 5 or 7 days to put your next turn in. As soon as your turn's done, then it'll become your opponent's turn. Doesn't mean that that is how slow you have to play it. If you want to get together on a Saturday afternoon and trade turns back and forth, you could knock off 20 turns easy within a few hours. But this is just the maximum amount of speed. So I'm going to sign up for speed number 3 right now. And I just combine down here. This text here on the page explains it. This is for enhanced memberships, and we'll get into that later. And then hit submit. Now that I've signed up to the game, it takes me back to my 1483 page. The my Thermopylae Online page, and gives me a list of games. So here we are. Here's a few games down here that haven't started yet. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take you into a game that's already in process so you can get a feel for how it's shaping up. I'm going to click in game 22. Now in game 22, it is, now as the game map loads, this